Hi there. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to our card class for today, Friday, December 2nd. It's so great to be here. Fridays are good, and especially during the holidays. Um, there's so much going on. I mean, I'm not really doing anything in particular today. Tonight I'm with you guys. But it's just great we have cooler weather here in San Diego, and it's just great to be with you. I'm Peggy Noe. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and my website is prettypapercards.com. I'd love for you to go check it out. And I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie. We do this twice a week on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock Pacific and on Fridays at 4 o'clock Pacific. I don't know why I do it at two different times. I just started it that way, hoping that it might be more convenient on some days than others for some of you. So I'm going to make sure that we're actually live here. I'm going to check it out. I see that we are. That's great. Minda from Hawaii. Happy Aloha Friday. Yes. Same to you. So I've been actually having kind of a relaxing day. I put some Christmas carols on. I was playing Christmas carols earlier. I put some potpourri in a pot on the stove with oranges and cinnamon and cranberries, and it's made the house smell really sweet, and I'm just getting in the Christmas spirit, and it's fun. I'm looking at my notes so I remember everything I'm going to say. Tina, good to see you. Roz, good to see you. And I've also been really working on my Faith Creations class. It's going to be going out. I'll get it all packed up tomorrow. It'll be going out in the mail on Monday. And I'm so excited. This is just a really good class. I've loved putting it together. And so I've been doing that, and this weekend I'm going to work on the class that's going on right now, my Facebook Live class, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So I've got busy work to do. But tonight, as soon as we're finished here, my football team plays. We're big football fans here. Hi, Roz. Thank you. And I'm a big fan of my college. Well, wasn't my college. It was my dad's college, USC, in Los Angeles. My dad went to USC, and I grew up watching all of their games, so I'm really a big fan. And they're doing super well this year. And there's a game at 5 o'clock Pacific coming up tonight. So as soon as we're done, I'm going to zip and watch the game. So I'm really excited. I hope they win. Ellie's getting a little nervous. Xiomara, hi, good to see you. So what's going on? What's the news? The retiring list is out. The items that are retiring from the holiday mini catalog, it ends on January 4th, is the last day you can order from the holiday mini. And they've put out the list of what's retiring and what's carrying over. The links to those are on my blog. Let me take just a little drink of water here. I don't have my Stampin' Up mug today. I have a darling tumbler that a girlfriend gave me for my birthday in October, and I love this mug. So let me just take a little drink. It's good to just have a little bit of water. So yes, Marcia, good to see you from Texas. So the mini catalog is retiring. Dies, I've been telling you, and I showed you on Wednesday, 20 to 40% off for some selected dies. Not part of bundles, so you have to get the good price, you really have to buy them separate from the stamp set. Check that. But pop over there because there are some great dies on there. And I don't want you to miss out. Also, the clearance rack was refreshed yesterday, and there's still some fabulous stuff on the clearance rack. That is products that had already been discontinued, and they're still on their shelves, so they brought them back. So check that out. And then I'm going to put you down, baby. Okay, she's gonna go take her nap. I want to remind you about my, this is what I'm doing lately. I'm trying to do it every week, have a little Facebook class kit. And this week it's with the tags that we made on Wednesday. We actually made this tag together. And I have 2 other tags. So you'll get, and the thing about these tags is let me come to the right side. They use dies in stamp sets that are retiring. Like this one is sweet gingerbread. This one is the candy cane sweets, sweet candy canes or something like that. Everything is sweet nowadays on the titles. This is the candy cane die set that coordinates with the designer series paper, and this is my favorite. Scotty Dog Punch is retiring and the stamp set is retiring. So if you place an order of $35 before tax and shipping in my online store between now and this Sunday the 4th, December 4th, minimum $35 order, I will send you everything you need to make all 3 tags, plus a PDF for how to make each one. Now, I do not do the die cutting or the stamping, but I send you all the materials so that you can put them all together. I assume that you have those products. So, and if you spend $50 before tax and shipping, I will add some Stampin' Dimensionals, a package of Stampin' Dimensionals, and that's all free for me, just for your order in my online store. And then one other thing I want to tell you about today, since the holidays are here, actually, gift giving has already started. I have my pretty adhesive pack. I haven't shown this for a while. It has little pom-poms and ribbons on the zipper. It's pink. It has 5 different adhesive, the mini glue dots, my favorite multi-purpose liquid glue, 2 sizes of Stampin' Dimensionals, and the Seal Plus adhesive. And it's $38. You can buy it right from my blog. There's a place to buy it straight from my blog, and it makes a beautiful gift for stampers. Your girlfriends, anybody who's stamping, a young girl, maybe a granddaughter. I was at a stamping event the other day, and one of the gals had the kit, and she loves it, and it fits lots more stuff too. So, or if you don't know how to order it, email me and I'll let you know how. For $38, it's a really lovely gift. Okay, what's going on today? Thank you, Roz. Today, I decided, even though I'm in this great holiday mood and I've been playing Christmas carols around the house, I'm so excited about new product, and I want to show you new product. So we're going to make a card from a new bundle today, just so that you can see it, because the spring mini catalog starts on January 5th. Demonstrators, we are able to pre-order now as of December 1st. So if you want to pre-order now, you can join. I have a link for joining, and you can order all kinds of new stuff in your starter kit. But anyway, I just wanted to stop for a day, stop making the Christmas items, and this is the new catalog. If you're my customer, if you've shopped from me through Stampin' Up in the past year, I had them send you a catalog, and it should be coming in the next month. They just finalized all the names and everything. If you want a catalog and you haven't ordered from me in my online store for 12 months, just email me, Peggy at prettypapercards.com, and I'll get one to you. Anyway, so we're going to make a card from an item in the new catalog. Okay, so I'm going to turn you down and show you some fun stuff. I've just been so excited to do this. So we're going to use a lot of stamps today. Excuse me. We're going to use some stamps. We're going to use a lot of inks. Look at these beautiful colors we're going to use today. And I'm going to show you the new stuff as we go. It's a fun fold card that I've made before. I've made this, this particular fold. So this is the card. We're going to use the new Sweet Citrus Bundle. I'm telling you, a lot of the stamp sets and bundles start with the word sweet, which is fine with me because it's one of my favorite words. Thank you, Kay, for sharing. Good to see you. So this is the card we're going to make, and I've shown you this before. If you know the name of this fun fold, let me know, but it's really one of my favorites. I really like it, and especially when you want to focus on something in the center. That's what it does. It really pulls the center in and gives a nice focus right there. And then that's where you write. But look at this beautiful paper. Okay, this is some new paper called, and it's not part of, it doesn't really go with the Sweet Citrus set, but I thought the paper that I chose does. This is Fancy Flora 6x6 Designer Series paper. You guys, it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at some of these sheets. And I have, this is the stuff I got with the product purchase premiere when I went to Onstage. And I just placed another pre-order, so I have more stuff coming. I'm just getting so excited. There's a beautiful dark one. These are just beautiful, beautiful papers. The backs are not as floral, maybe you might say. This, where's the one I was really loving here? Let me see if I can find the one. This one, really, I thought was so gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Kind of in some neutrals, and there's the back. So anyway, I chose a paper from this today. You've seen the fold Roz, but you've never seen a specific name. It's kind of like just a center flip card. I think I might call it that, center flip card. Anyway, this is the paper we're using. So if these are things, if you see stuff that interests you, start a wish list for January 5th when the catalog goes live to customers, okay? So that is the beautiful Fancy Flora paper, and then this is the bundle we're going to use, Sweet Citrus. And you can make oranges, you can make grapefruits, you can make lemons. Today we're going to do lemons. You can even make coconuts. I saw somebody use this and make a coconut. I'm going to have to study that a little bit more. This is the stamp set, super cute. Then it comes with dies and an embossing folder. These all come in one package together, and it's called a hybrid embossing folder. So here's the embossing folder. It's a 3D that you would emboss just like normal. And you get a full set of dies, which we're going to use a lot of them today. But this particular one, you put inside, you can put, and I haven't done this yet, so bear with me. Let's see, okay. You can put it right inside of the embossing folder and run your paper through so that your project embosses and die cuts at the same time, and so it will emboss those with the lines for the sections in the fruit. Can you see that? Isn't it neat? So you get all that in the bundle. And this caught my eye absolutely right away. I couldn't resist it. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started, and we'll make the Fun Fold card again. I want to show you again exactly how it works. Let me push some things up out of the way. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut at 5.5. This is a piece of basic white, 8.5 by 11, and we're cutting it in half lengthwise at 5.5, just like that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it at the 4 1/4 mark on this is my Stampin' paper trimmer, and I'm going to take the cutting blade right here. So what we're seeing is normally, let me just take this out and show you, we would fold this card in half, right? Just like that. Okay, but what we want to do is cut off a 1-inch strip on each side of the fold. So we're going to make the fold and do the cuts all at the same time. So we're going to put that in right at the 4 1/4 mark, and we're going to cut in 1 inch. And someone asked me, why did I have, this is where you can see the measurements in there. So I put a strip, someone recommended it, and I put a strip of cardstock in there, and that way it helps me to see the measurements better. So I'm going to cut in at 1 inch, and I have to get up a little bit close. Okay, now I'm going to pull this up and go down to the bottom and go in 1 inch from 5.5 to 4.5, right like that. Then I'm going to pull my cutting blade out of the way and use my scoring blade and score the center of the card. Okay, so now what we're left with is we have the card scored and the 2 edges cut. So now we're going to, let me flip it over, we're going to put this side at the 1 inch mark, and we're going to get my cutting blade up there, and I'm going to come down and cut 1 inch off down to the 4 1/4 mark, right where that my other cut mark was. I'm going to pull that out. Then I flip this over and do the same thing again. Put it on the 1 inch mark. Oh, you know what? Are you having trouble hearing me? I didn't put my little microphone on. I'm so sorry. Let me pop that in for you. Usually do that. It helps my voice to be louder so I don't have to scream. Okay, so we're going to do this again and come down on the 1 inch mark down to the 4 1/4 mark right there. And now we have our 2 edges cut off, and we fold our top over, and there's our card, just like that. Pretty quick and easy, right? Once you do it a time or two, it's really easy. And then I'm just going to use my bone folder and really burnish that line there. So here is our center flip card, our center flip fun fold card. Oh, thank you, Marcia. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I usually have that out, but I was excited today, so I forgot. Okay, so now we're ready to put our designer series papers on. Here's my little envelope with everything we need for today. And here's the paper that I've chosen, and this is a lighter version of it. There, it's not back and front, but I just thought this was so pretty, and it goes with the lemon, with the yellow. It uses Daffodil Delight. That's one of the colors in there, and so I just thought it was perfect. Yep, that's the right size. Okay, so we're going to cover, this is a 5.5 by 4 1/4 sheet of designer series paper. It is covering the entire inside of the card. Okay, just like that. Let's see. I want to get that just even. Okay, and then we're going to add this piece, which is cut at 3.5, again by 5.5, because, or excuse me, 4 1/4, because that's the distance there. So 3.5 by 4 1/4 if you're taking notes. And we're just going to put that down right there. Already it's looking very cute, isn't it? Let me see if I can get that I want to get that really straight on there. Good. I'm glad it's sounding better. I'm just now seeing all of your comments. Okay. So isn't that, I mean, that is a beautiful basis for a card. You can do anything. And like I said, I love that it focuses on the center of the card, on what we want to focus on, which is these pretty lemons. Okay, now this is very fun, this part. So gave you a little hint about how the die to cut out the lemons went, didn't it? Well, the stamps actually are on here already. I'm going to use my Stamparatus today, and the stamps are kind of large, just like that. Let me see if I can show you. So here is the stamp. Can you see it for like the lemon rind or the orange rind? And then here is the stamp. Let me see if you can see that for the inside. You'll see it when I stamp, when I do the stamping. Okay. So when I use my Stamparatus, I'm going to put, I like to put something underneath over here to support the that plate. And so what I've discovered for the lemon rind, I'm using crushed curry because it's darker than the Daffodil Delight, and it will give a good look, a little bit darker look, like a piece of lemon rind. And here's my piece of cardstock, and I already know that I want to line it up right here. This is where I always line all of my stuff up, right in there. And so I'm going to pull this over. Let me see. I think I might need to pull over just a bit. And press that down, and there you can see much better. Let me put it up a little like this. Can you see that much better? And there is the rind. Okay, I think we'll do it one more time. It looks like there was a little something on my plate there. Sometimes a little piece of fuzz or something gets over on your stamp. And so this is the nice thing about the Stamparatus, then you can go back down over it again and darken it up. There we go. All right, so that was the crushed curry. Now we're going to come back in. That was one of all the colors that we're using today. Now we're going to come back in with Daffodil Delight, and this plate is up here. So I'm just actually going to hold it while I ink up the stamp, right? Just like that. Can you see me doing that? And the nice thing is, if we need to do it again, we definitely can. And so it should work just fine to come right down in there. And there's our fruit. Now I see that it didn't get good coverage in there, so I'm going to go at it one more time. Just like that. That's the beauty of the Stamparatus. When you have this, you can do this stamp. I did it earlier on big blocks and it worked out fine, but I just wanted I wanted to really know what I was doing and make sure it would come out okay. So there is our stamped piece, and now we can run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the die that goes just like that. Isn't that neat? Now, so you could do it orange or pink if you wanted to do a grapefruit, pink with a yellow outside, a yellow rind. I'm definitely going to try that next. Okay, so now I tried this with the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and it did work, but I really had to make sure I had a very, it's very close to, because the mini only fits like that wide. So I felt like when we did it this time together, I would bring out the big or the full-size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So we're just going to put our die right over there and run this through. I just got new plates. What do you think? I love new plates. Oops, and it's moving a little bit. Let me see. Okay. So we'll just run that right through. It's kind of fun that you can do them all at one time. I like that idea, that they all come out at one time. So there we go. There's all of our little citrus, our lemons, the full lemon, the half lemon, the unopened lemon, and the lemon slice. You just get everything with this. I don't know what more you could want, but I do know what more we do want, and that is we need to stamp some leaves. So I have got a piece of, we need leaves and flowers, and these are super cute, you guys. I really wanted to show you how cute these are. This is a photopolymer stamp set, so we're going to use, I'm using my pad underneath, and this is my petal pink. I'm going to make some flowers. Wait till you see how cute these little flowers are. This is a darling little flower stamp. Look at that. Can you see the little stamps, the little dots all around? Isn't that just cute? So we're going to do 2 of these, and we're going to do some leaves, and I'm going to use mint macaron for the leaves. And here is the leaf stamp. I'm going to do a couple of leaves there. There's one. Let me see. I don't think I could use another leaf. Let me see if I can fit another leaf in here. Okay, just like that. So now, oh, one thing while we're at it, we need to put little centers into our lemons. There is the most adorable little stamp I have to show you. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get it up under. Oops. Do you see that little tiny dot? That is the center of the fruit. And I'm using soft suede here. This is just so fun to use a brand new stamp set. I always enjoy that. Look at that. Isn't that just cute? That's your little center of your fruit. I'm a little bit off because I'm off to the side as I'm doing this, but you can see how cute that looks. Okay, now we're ready to, we're going to run the flowers and the leaves through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And one nice thing, we're going to have to do it a couple times, but one nice thing is they have given us two leaf dies and two flower dies. So let me see if I can get these all lined up correctly. It makes it so nice when they do this. It really does. It really helps a lot. So, and when it cuts them out, they will be individuals as far as the flowers, because all 3 flowers are together, but it'll be just like the lemons. They will come out as individuals once the dies cut them. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get these perfect in here. I put so much on this one paper. Let's give it a try. Okay, there's one leaf. And here's the other one. And then we'll have to come back and do that 3rd one, because I really wanted to put 3 leaves on there. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oops, there's one lemon. So I'm just going to set that down and hold it firm and hope it doesn't move. Most of the time I can get this to come out, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Do you guys ever do this? Put so many on at a time? Wow, they came out pretty good. Look at the little flowers are all individual, and so are the leaves. And here's some more flowers dropping off. So we just need to go back and do one more leaf. Whoops. Let me run that through. The only thing is, oh dear, goodness sakes. There it is. It came through. The only thing is when you, I told you those little dots are so cute around the flowers, and when you do die cut the flowers, it does cut off the little dots. So I'll be making some things where I stamp the flowers directly on paper and don't die cut them, so that we can see those cute little dots. They are just adorable. Okay, here we go. So that is the extent of our die cutting right there, just like that. And now all we need to do is put our beautiful card together. One thing I forgot is that I'm going to stamp the sentiment directly on here. It's a little scary, but I tried it before and it worked out just fine. This is a really cute Thanks a Bunch sentiment. I'm stamping it in Calypso Coral because that's one of the colors here. And I'm just going to stamp it right on here. And there it is. It's an easy it's an easy stamp. The way they've done it, it's hard to make it crooked, if you know what I mean. I never want to have a crooked stamp. Ooh. Okay, so here's a little piece that I need to bring my paper trimmer. We're gonna trim this back up and we're gonna get this inside our card. I keep throwing things on the floor, then I need to go down there and get them. So I'm gonna just trim a little bit off that so that we can put this right inside our card. That'll give us a place to write. And while we're stamping, I'm going to bring back the petal pink ink, and we are going to stamp some flowers on this inside piece, and we're also going to stamp some flowers on our envelope. So we'll just stamp the flowers right down there, and there you can see the little dots. I just love those little dots. And where's our envelope? And we'll put some flowers down in the corner like that. Okay, so that is the end of stamping and the end of die cutting, and now all we need to do is just assemble our card, and this is the fun part. This is the part I love. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little trick with some embellishments. So let's get this little piece right in the center of our card like this. So we have a place to write. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to start putting on our fruit. And what I'm going to do, there's the full lemon, and then I want the lemon that sits on the side like that. We want, let me just see here. We want several of the leaves. Look how pretty these leaves look in there. That is mint macaron, and you know, it wasn't one of the colors that goes with this paper. The color that goes with this paper is soft seafoam, which you see in here, but I thought this kind of looked striking. I really liked the way this looked. Now we also have, we could add this full lemon if we wanted to. We could tuck that in, back in there. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think we should have that full lemon in there? Let me know. I'll give a few more minutes. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to quickly punch out a couple of leaves out of soft seafoam, the stems, because I always like, you guys know this is my very favorite punch, and I love the leaves that it punches out. They're so easy to tuck in places. So I'm looking to see what you thought about the full lemon or not. I think I'm going to take it out, actually. I think it's just a little bit too dark. I think I'm going to leave it this way. So my trick here is to put the lemons on first and put them up on Stampin' Dimensionals, and then we're going to tuck everything else underneath them. So I'm going to put the two dimensionals right in the center of the large slice and put that right about there. And then I'm just going to put one dimensional under this one. And we'll just tuck that. Let's see. Okay, we'll tuck it a little bit over like this. So there's plenty of room for us to put our leaves in, and then we're just going to put most of these in with glue, and we just tuck them right up there. Doesn't that really make the card look super bright? Oh, Cindy wanted the three lemons. Well, I'm going to do it this way this time, but I'm going to be using this a lot, you can be sure, really a lot. I love this stamp set, and I'm just super excited about everything that it does. And then I think I'll put a few leaves right, just tuck those down there. Now we have our stems, and I don't know, I had some scissors here, but I don't know. There they are, my little paper snips. You guys use the Stampin' Up paper snips, don't you? They are the best scissors around. I've tried other types of scissors, and I just don't like them one bit. These are the best scissors, the paper snips. I love them. And so I'm just snipping off a little bit of the the base of the stem so that I can just tuck it in here, just like that. So those are all adhering really well. Here, then we're going to just put on our little flowers, and I'm going to show you a little trick once we get them on. So for the flowers, the large ones, I'm going to put up on regular full-size dimensionals. They'll go right in there like that. And we're just going to, you know, just arbitrarily stick the flowers in. It's not, they're so cute, you can just put them all over the place. They just really look adorable. They just add so much fun. I mean, I love the way Stampin' Up! Has done this for us. They've done all the work. They've given us everything we need, all the cute leaves and fruits, and it's just easy. It really is. So I'm just going to glue these little guys on, and then we're going to be pretty much done with our card. I'm going to put one more flower up here. And you see, because we've lifted up the full-size flowers and the lemons, it gives a nice contrast of those things that are lifted and those things that are not. Yes, Marcia, the paper snips. We all love paper snips. I mean, anybody that's used them really loves them. And then I'll put one in here. Okay, so there really is our card. But what I want to show you, they actually showed us this. I knew about it, but I tend to forget about it. They showed us this at on stage. And so I'm taking a Flirty Flamingo, Dark Calypso Coral rather, Stampin' Blend. And I'm just going to color these iridescent pearls. And it just takes one little second. And then you let them dry just a second, but really pretty much the color stays on enough. I don't want it to be super dark. I just want it to add a little interest. So I'm going to use 2 of the larger pearls and 3 or 4 of the small ones. And wait till you see how pretty this looks. As soon as you put that on, and look, I'm touching it and it's not, the color's not coming off. But the minute you put these on, it just brings those flowers to life. Do you see that? Then we'll put the little baby ones on the little small flowers. I think this adds so much to this card. Oops. I hope this has goop on it. The sticky stuff, it does. Okay, there we go. You can use your take your pick tool to do this. I just have taught myself, and for years I've just used the scissors, and so it's easier for me to use the scissors. But the take your pick tool works wonderfully. You know what? I don't think I stuck that on. Maybe I did, but it didn't adhere. I've got to put some more glue on that baby. Okay. There we go. And then we'll put our little pearl right on top. Isn't that cute? Isn't that just the cutest card? Do you see why I love this set? Are you excited about it? I love it. I can't wait to make more. And I love the sentiments. Thanks a bunch. I really like that. Really love this card. So put this on your list. The Sweet Citrus Bundle. You are going to love it. Okay, I'm going to come back up and we're going to give away a prize. Alrighty, last week's prize. Well, you know what is so interesting? Oh, that didn't work, did it? Okay, there you are. The last time I've been on a Friday was November 18th. We were off for Thanksgiving and yeah, I guess just for Thanksgiving, but it was 2 weeks ago. So I haven't seen you, my Friday people, for very long. So the prize from that day, the November 18th, was this card that we made during our time together. And then I have added a couple other cards because when I don't like to give you just one card. I like to give you more than one card. So it's this card. And then I tucked in a Scotty dog card with a Scotty in the teacup. I'm going to be using the Scotty a lot the rest of the month because I just am brokenhearted that he's retiring. And then here's a really pretty one that that was from a class I did. And that is another fun fold. So these are the 3 cards that are part of the prize today. And this prize, I did the random number generator, and it goes to Sue Thomas. Sue, I've seen you on here before, but I don't have your address. So I only hold these for about 2 weeks. So Sue, please email me, Peggy@prettypapercards.com, with your address so I can send you this grouping of cards. If not, I'll put them back in my stash. But I would love to give them to you, Sue, so please email me. And congratulations on winning this group of cards. You'll love them. And then for next week, I'm going to give a very practical prize, but very needed. Dimensionals, a package of Stampin' Dimensionals. I mean, I go through so many of these, you guys, and I know that you do too as card makers. So a package of Stampin' Dimensionals will be our prize for next week. So put the word prize in the comments, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, and then I will draw for the Stampin' Dimensionals next Friday. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'm going to go watch my USC game. Go USC! I hope they win. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Have a wonderful